Fontaine's port. Wow. Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine.
Play? Oh, no. We're...
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were...
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things, it's...
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's... Wait. Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there.
I think what they mean is, in that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she...
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait.
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason...
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of... Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro...
All right! I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Arc, but who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was...
You're pointing at the sea. Wait,
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, he would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone, but now, the water is gradually swallowing our memory. It won't be long before it swallows up.
Sorry.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the... We were just talking with your sister.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact...
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are...
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories, and that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a... Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally...
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
So,
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and...
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Miss Hydro?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that you had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes...
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps...
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh,
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
ooh, I've got to see this.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, Traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Unfortunately, people nowadays...
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that...
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. You're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I...
Whoa.
Right, this is Fontaine, after all. Such a...
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little... Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have... According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3...
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong.
You call that obvious? What kind of laws?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objection...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the... I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition.
You tell her, Linny! Finally, someone who's not...
Great magician, Linny. My
As a magician who just rained on your parade. So, with such an audience gathered here,
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey! When did Linny do that?
there. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well...
You call that magic? You...
Huh. I'm not sure what to think.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny.
Performance? You see all—
In which case, consider the matter of your trial but when there are valid— but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really—
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't. So, now do you see what...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a... It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine.
But isn't the
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can... And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this...
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything—
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? You really mean it? This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps...
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... I'm not sure exactly when it began. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter... Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people—
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine, others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warning. But here in Fontaine...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, what—
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually... Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think we hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, as a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing...
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day!
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with... Now, if you'd like...
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking... Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really... Thanks. Please, also thank the magician.
What's this? So you also believe...
What? You mean you don't—
No, I believe in the prophecy. The story says that people once lived in the... But as time wore on, people... So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't—
All right, I'll take it.
Time to go.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, life is all about living in the moment.
You should still take it.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Follow the wind.
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to... Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine.
So, you want to collect materials?
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Wind Strider. Time to go. Into the wind.
We can do this!
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? the young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps you two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to. All right, let's go.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not
No, that was all. Anyway, I should be go-
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle, and I needed to
Oh,
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if...
You're... I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
what a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Linny's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
How long will it take if I set out?
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in...
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why...
So you mean it's still boring, even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, Well, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Linny? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on...
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Amazing!
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on...
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is Oh, I just remembered! I've been following a case lately.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common, but the scariest part, is that to this day, none of the girls have... Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has...
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any...
Please don't imagine that, Linny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, I'm an hope.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the
What a tough job. always running around and...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge.